out to around $19. $1 equals
Macau ulit yun lang yan, eh.
7.70 Hong Kong dollars for those of you keeping track at home. So if you wanted to come on a peak day, which is typically the weekends or holidays, you're going to be looking at around 168 Hong Kong dollars. That's around 22 US. And they take you up in one of these old school looking tram funicular cars. It takes around 6 to 10 minutes to complete the journey going up, and you're going to really rise up around 1,364 meters. That's around
มาเรียนไปแล้ว
4,475 feet. So you're going to be way up above Hong Kong when you get these views up here at the Victoria Peak lookout point. And they have restaurants and some shopping that you can do here. So it is definitely worth it checking out Victoria Peak and doing the tram to get up here. This is definitely one of the top.
จบดูก่อนเป็นไงดีก็
Now, Victoria Peak and doing the tram to get up here, this is definitely one of the top things to do in Hong Kong. And you can expect 360-degree view.
โดนล่า
Is looking out towards Kowloon and then towards Stanley and the beaches on the other side. And on the other side, you can go to Ocean Park, but one of the best ways to get out there is by one of these cable cars. So you get great views and it's an awesome experience. There are two different cable car experiences in Hong Kong, but Ocean Park is like a Disneyland type resort without the name brand. They do have a Disneyland here, which we'll be showing you in a little bit, but Ocean Park is more laid back, really a fun place to go. Admission cost is 428 Hong Kong dollars, that's 55 US. Now here we are at Lantau Island, one of the most famous islands in the Hong Kong SAR. This here is Tai Au Fishing Village. This is a very old school fishing village. You can feel like you're going back in time when you walk around here. They have some tours. Unlike most of Hong Kong, which is very modern, the Tai Au Fishing Village is definitely a blast from the past, and you get a really rich cultural experience here with the fishermen in the Pearl River Valley area. And just to give you some background on the Pearl River Valley, this is one of the largest metro and urban areas in the entire world that include Shenzhen, Guangdong, Guangzhou, Hong Kong, Macau. And for centuries, fishermen have been out here patrolling these waters. Now, it's not easy getting around Lantau Island. The roads are very slim and windy, but one of the best ways to get around is by the Nong Ping cable car, which starts at Tung Chung Station and then works its way all the way out to the Big Buddha. If you wanted to go out to the Tai Au Fishing Village, they also have a ferry, which will save you a lot of time because those roads are very windy. The cable car does not go out to the fishing village, but it does arrive at the Tien Tan Buddha. And this is a really spectacular Buddha up here on the hill. And you can walk up these steps, get a great exercise, walk around the village down below. It's a cultural village, but these steps going up to the Big Buddha, heck of a workout. On a hot day, definitely bring some water. On a cold, breezy day, definitely bring a jacket. But you're going to get an awesome Buddhist experience here because they have a few temples down below. So do expect to spend around 2 to 3 hours up here at Tian Tan. And if you include the cable car, it could be a half a day experience. The cable car is open from 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and the price is around 23 US dollars. The Big Buddha area, though, is free admission to the outside of the 112-foot bronze statue with the surrounding museum. But if you do choose to go inside, there is a fee to go inside the actual Buddha. And still here on Lantau Island, we're at Disneyland. The ticket prices do vary depending on what package you go with, but you can expect to pay around 75 US dollars to start. And kids get a little bit of a discount, but really an amazing Disneyland experience here. One of the best in Asia. I did forget to mention while up at the Victoria Peak, they do have a Madame Tussauds museum, so that's something you can do on the top of Victoria Peak. But what do you guys say we head down to some beaches, because Hong Kong has plenty of beaches. The first one we're going to check out is called Stanley, but there's also several other beaches in this area. This is facing out towards the east side of Hong Kong Island. Not quite as built up as the other side, but Stanley in general is also a nice place to go for the evening, for laid back experience. If you want to get outside the city, come out here to Stanley. They've got a market, they've got restaurants, and like I said, just a lot more calm experience for Hong Kong, because Hong Kong can be overwhelming at times. I mean, we're talking about seas of people, crowds on top of crowds. But as you can see, just walking around here, there is not many crowds. So Stanley Main Street, very laid back. And I point this out because some of the people who have visited Hong Kong before said that they just wanted an area to breathe while in the city. And you're gonna find that out here in Stanley. So that's why we're pointing out this area. Not to mention the fact that the market has always been known as a place to pick up souvenirs or cheap goods, toys, etc. So do check out Stanley Market. Now let's talk about some of the local food. Hong Kong food is so famous. You've got Hainanese chicken, you've got dim sum, you've got soups that are so much variety, wonton noodle soup, you've got crispy noodle, Peking duck. Really an amazing place for foodies. If you've never been to a Chinese city, Hong Kong is going to blow your mind with the food. And the soup is abundant. I mean, you've got to try the soup out here, especially on a cold day in January. Soup here is delicious. Maybe not so much on a hot day. Also plenty of stir fry and beef. They've got pork, lots of seafood options. As a matter of fact, some of the best barbecue I've ever had right here in Lan Kwai Fong. So delicious. I tried all the varieties of saute and I couldn't get enough. It was finger licking good, to say the least. Now we're actually going to go around the city on the Hong Kong MTR. This can take you pretty much anywhere in Hong Kong. It's a must for all visitors. It's a subway system. Most of it is underground, especially on Hong Kong Island and Kowloon. You can save a lot of money getting around Hong Kong very efficiently with this MTR card. So do not forget to ride the Hong Kong MTR. That's mass transit. And the good thing is the card also works with buses. There is a total of 10 different lines for the rapid transit system, and there's around 99 different stations. They handle around 4.8 million riders per day. Now here we are at Lan Kwai Fong. We talked about it with that barbecue, but this is actually one of the most popular nightlife areas, especially with young people. There are a couple areas that are popular for nightlife, but Lan Kwai Fong is probably numero uno. So you got to come out here, especially if you're a young person looking to have a good time on a Friday or Saturday night. This place is absolutely ruckus. For those of you who follow our other channel, Island Hopper TV Travel Highlights, I actually did a full Hong Kong nightlife video showing you all around the sights and sounds of this here Hong Kong nightlife area on a Saturday night. Oh my gosh, I was blown away by how electric it was. And as we continue to show you around Hong Kong here, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel to support us as we continue to make more videos for you guys. Here we are in Wan Chai. This is a more higher end experience than Lan Kwai Fong, but it's also considered a bit of a seedy area. It's just outside of the CBD. There is a station called Wan Chai. Lots of live music can be had here, but like I said, it does have a reputation of being a bit more seedy. For those of you who are looking for an experience like that, you'll find that in Wan Chai. I personally come down here for the beers and the live music because I love live music, and the bands that play at some of these bars are awesome. Now here we are at the Hong Kong Observation Wheel. It is $20 for adults, and children aged 3 to 11 are $10. Children under 3 are free. Takes about 15 minutes to do a full circle around this here wheel looking out towards Kowloon. Next up, let's take that ferry across Victoria Harbour. So you can get across the Victoria Harbour in about 5 to 10 minutes using the Octopus card, which you just top up as if you were going to ride the MTR or any of the trains or public transport. So the ferry is just...
ရရှာဆိုင်ကြီးစကာဒီတို့စိတ်တန်းနေတို့အဲ့လိုမျိုးသွားတဲ့မှတ်တာပေါ့။အမေသူကအိုင်တန်တစ်ခေါက်ကိုကြော်လိုက်တယ်။ဒီပိုက်ကြီးကိုကြော်ပြီးတော့သူတကယ်ကိုးပြောင်းသွားရတော့မယ်ဆိုတဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးမာနာစတိုင်တို့ Dragon တို့လည်းကြော်တာပေါ့နော်။ဒီပွဲမှာဟုတ်တယ်။ဟို Digital တရားမသွားတော့တင်းတော့မကြည့်ပြီးတော့သူက Granny ဖြစ်တဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးသွား။ဒါပေမဲ့သွားတာတကယ်မှန်သွားပါတယ်။တကယ် item ကပုံမှန်ထက်ကို